Marshy with 2 decks, Reno Priest and Seedlock, literal alpha and omega, yeah. Well, this seems like a hand of all time. Hearthmarsh. Wait a second. I thought I was Hearthmarsh. What's happening here? My opponent is actually stealing my identity right now. What's going on with that? I think that was an okay deal. Boo alt account paid actor, yeah. Ow. Well, I'm sad about this Dark Lair. I guess, you know, I wonder if with Dark Lair in mind, I should have waited. No, that doesn't make any sense either. I would have had to wait till turn 5 to use that. Anyways, onward. The rest of this is good. Except now my Raised Dead is kind of ruined. MartianBuu, they literally rat on 1, they will win. True. True. They did coin the rat, didn't they? Real Martian energy. If they really are dark marshy, they're probably allergic to potatoes. Oh yeah, I could see that. Oh sick, they wanted to save my Raised Dead. I appreciate that about them. I think maybe, well, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I wanted this and Kobold actually, but I know this is okay. Well, oh, sick. Fragile Minds. All right. Unruined Raised Dead. Hey, Guapo. So your amount of 4/4 isn't the worst Raised Dead? Yeah, no, I think it's great off of Raised Dead. I was thinking this is the one I might not want. I knew I wanted this one, but like after I did it, I was like, maybe I really should have traded this before the Crystallizer. Okay, so if we're playing around Rat, which I guess I will, I tap and then I play this Renathal and then I play this, and then next turn we can go this and play Tamsin. And then we'll win the video game. Oh, I'm not subbed Kekwait. OMG, I'm subbed. Look at me go. Like, thank you so much for the 14 months, Guapo Pescado. I really appreciate it, my friend. You're amazing. And Oompa Loompa Grande. After 3 months, I'm finally able to catch a stream. All thanks to being sick. Also, yay, Questline. Oompa Loompa, thank you so much for the, how much is that? 28 months? My goodness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry you're sick. Yay, Questline. Are you actually a Questline fan? Questline fan in the house? I think a lot more people are fans of Questline than the narrative would make you think. You're a Questline truther? Alright, sick. Generally, I think... Oops. Just close the tab on my chat. Generally, I think a lot more people are Questline truthers than you would imagine. Hi, Doogie. 16. I don't think we ever get there, right? Hellfire does 6. Yeah, I thought of that, but that only brings me to 22. Oh, good. You love to see the frames. I'm a legitimate Questline enjoyer, but I also enjoy a lot of controversial decks. Well, there you go. Controversial decks. So controversial. Sorry, Hearthmarsh. Sorry, Hearthmarsh. Hearthmarsh had to win this one. Hey Marcia, I invested everything to create Ramp Druid, your list from 10 Wild Gross vid. Are there any updates? I guess I'd have to look at it. I was trying to manifest in my mind what that list looked like. I know that we lost a Wild Growth. Chat, I think I did not, like, I did a thumbnail yesterday for Raza Priest, and I don't think I did a good job. I think it looks like crap, and it hurt the video. Alright. I hope you're happy. Yeah, it is not doing good. But I'm too lazy to fix it. I also think it's too late. By now, a video has either been a success or not for, like, whatever the algorithm does to me. MartianBuu 10 Wild Groves. Oh, this one, I really liked the thumbnail. It's the one where I had the Invigorate holding the Wild Growth inside its whatever. I guess if you wanted this to be better, you would just put an Astalor in it, right? In fact, why isn't there... Oh, there is an Astalor. I was gonna be like, why isn't there an Astalor in it right now? But yeah, there is. No, like... I don't think I would build this differently. The only thing I would do differently... I mean, like... I think the Dragon package has taken a pretty serious hit. And so, if I was gonna run 40... Druid, I might not include a Dragon package, I guess. Infinite Truths. Oh, sick. Defile getting there. I need another 10 Wild Grows video in your life. Yeah, I do like those decks. Wow. Wow, chat. Hey man, people have some feelings about pirates. I don't agree with them, but they sure feel away. You know, I think calling calling things as controversial, like calling something a controversial deck, isn't inaccurate. It was just funny to process, you know, like a deck in a card game being controversial. You know, it was a good word to use, but if you stop and think about it, it's like, what? The stakes are so low, you know. I'm not allowed to hate Questline Warlock because I'm playing Shadow Priest. Sure. Well, you can hate whatever you want. Good luck, opponent. The big wild bundle looks worth it for $80. I don't know. I mean, you're getting it depends. If you're after like raw dust, I think it's probably pretty good, but if you're after quality cards, you're better off aiming for standard stuff. You should replace the deck with trees, the greatest druid deck ever. True. Hey, Phantom. I think that, remember when I did the hot potato druid? I'd love to do another one of those. I don't feel like I could get as good of games as I got in that video with it, you know what I mean? I feel like I'd be at it for longer than I wanted to spend and would end up being like, oh my goodness. Would end up being a little like, did they just miss a bunch of damage? I wasn't paying enough attention because I was thinking about hot potato druid. But anyways, a little agony goes a long way. All right. I also think hating decks is a little silly. I don't know. Why would it be? Like, it's a play experience problem. I don't know. I think it really depends on how you go about it, I guess. Like, you hate what you hate, and I think it's also okay to voice that. I think if you're going around telling people they're cringe for playing a deck, that's when it gets to be a little silly, in my opinion. But not liking a deck is completely understandable and also relatable. I don't know. I don't think it's silly at all. All right, Demon Hunter, good luck. Opinions are overrated, too true. Now that's a deck to hate. People complain about Control not being good in Wild, but Hostage Mage is a really good deck, and it is so much more control than any Reno pile. So if you like control, you better start playing Hostage Mage, chat. If you like actual control. If not, you know, you gotta examine what you call your giant pile of Reno stuff. I'm only a little bit joking when I say all that. I agree with my assessment of Hostage Mage. I just, you know, you don't have an obligation to play anything. I do love how Quest Mage has been pushed back to this Abysmal deck. There you go. You're starting to see why Reno decks are mid-range decks. Yeah, they're like good stuff piles. kind of mid-rangey. Some of them. I don't think all of them can be described as mid-range, but... Time to run ETC Eater, yeah. Yeah, for context, just in case I use this video, I just played against Hostage Mage. And they played many ice blocks, and then they started using Con Man to recast their ice blocks. Any coin tappers? Right here. Right here. Serious question, Demon Seed wins it if you have the patience. Ramoth casts itself infinitely. And they put Light Show in the Ramoth pool, so it's actually dealing more and more damage every time you cast the Ramoth. So no, if you don't have a tech card that gets around Ice Block, the Hostage Mage wins as soon as they set up infinite ice blocks. I usually don't concede if I have an out. Usually don't. I have to, like, I was sometimes conceding to quest mages when I saw the quest, just because like I was seeing them so often that I didn't even want to bother. But I will usually play things out if I have an out. Coin tap, but what about Coin Mountain Giant? Good question. Wasn't next Command going to cast Potion? They played Polkelp, so they had Ramoth in hand. We knew they had it. They had used that Conman turn to get Potion into their Ramoth pool. So they had just set up the infinite. Wow.
A little agony goes a long way.
Flesh fails. Dry crystal.
Sure, except... yeah. Goodbye, my delicious things. I like when Marshy explains his smarts. Thank you. Potion is a rogue card too, so no. That's true, yeah, the comment probably doesn't recast that, does it? It recasts non-rogue cards. That checks out to me. Checks out to me. Neat. Do I tap or do I play this mass production? I think I'm gonna play this mass production, right? Well, I guess I'll do this, huh? So next turn we can tap and then Tamsin. Looking for a standoff? Be careful, all of your giants are gone. I'll show you whose giants are gone. Get it, chat? I've said something that doesn't make any sense. Do you get it? Do you get it? Not the giants, I know, right? They're gone. Gone forever. Chat, we have a little owl USB thing. Thoughts? Thoughts on this owl USB? You like behead it. and then it's a USB. You cut off its head. I don't think it likes it. I think that's why it, like, you know, look how unhappy it is. I think that's probably why, because people keep cutting its head off. Thoughts, chat? How do you feel about my assessment? All eyes shall be Scrumbus. So I'm doing this, and then I guess I do this, right? Good luck, opponent. You still use USBs? What am I supposed to use? I don't use it for a lot. We don't have a printer anymore, so usually when I use this, it's to go over to the Staplies and print something that we need printed. Chat, how do you like my opponent's chances? Are they gonna play classic Reno? Quantum Entanglement is the modern USB, obviously. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought that was a Reno out of the ETC, chat. And I was like, what's going on here? Oh, nice. We got a broomstick or something? Because that'd be real cool.
Flesh fails. Dry crystal.
I don't think... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I just want to make sure that this doesn't get bounced or something. Hold up. Maybe I'll play this and save my cheaper stuff for in a second. Three mana, 15 damage seems neat. Seems decent. Yeah. Yeah. I can do this all day, opponent. All right. You haven't even seen a fraction of my power. Do you think that's ANR? I bet that's ANR, isn't it? Ba, ba, ba. I like how this has to be a 2-turn OTK just because I only deal 30 damage in a turn. Yep. Yep. We're getting there one card at a time. Yeah. If they ANR this turn, we have the Plague of Flames to deal with it. There's that. Is there a way to infinitize it? Infinitize what? Seeing mass production cast so much just makes me want to figure out a way to run a car. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, they're safe, chat. They're only at the exact amount of damage that I can infinitely do. I'm not even playing these crystallizers. I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna send a message. They need to know that it was hopeless. Those crystallizers are for charismatic purposes only. They're moral support. I'm going to mass produce this damage to their face. Let it really sink in just how mass my production really is. Reno piles stand no chance. It's true. They stand only as much chance as they stand. Goodbye. Hey, Martian, I'm a big fan of your YouTube content. This is my first stream, but I will say that I'm loving your Raza Priest list. All right, a risk factor. Just for that, I'm gonna play more Raza Priest. How you doing? Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you enjoying the channel and watching all my stuff. And also, I also like Raza Priest. I almost played it, but then someone gave me this list, and now I'm playing this. It's my big story on Raza Priest. Steam clean the mass productions to get a fatigue. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Weapon Rogue still around, Sticky Finger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. It's a Demon Seed off. Who's the seediest? Chat, who's seedier, me or my opponent? Real talk. Who's the seediest one? Who's got more seed? Yeah, there we go. All right, Dark Lair pop off incoming. They don't call you Martian Seed for nothing. He's not called exceptionally bad tech cards for nothing. All right, that's the perfect acronym for ETC. Pretty sure that's what the designers meant. Oh no. Chad, I'm sad. Well, I guess we have this other Dark Lair, so I can pop off again. Ba, ba, ba. The Demon Seed, yep. Bird Seed. Not sure you want to be seedy? Oh, okay. Skill match? Yep. Who can damage the fastest? Martian plays Dex. When the moon appears, he Razas the priest. Martian plays Dex, but when the moon appears, he Razas the priest. It's true. Whatever it means, I think it's true. Literally as true as it is. I feel like my opponent had a better Dark Lair pop-off turn than I did. Chat, I'm so nasally, I can't stand it. I can't stand it, chat. It's all your fault. Wow, I'm back. I'm back. I don't even think this is a good Dark Lair turn, right? I just tap. How far are they in? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Mass production. I guess I'll just play this anyway, huh? Fragile Minds. As a strictly Reno player, I've been hating going against the Demon Seed. As a primarily Reno player, I've been ambivalent against going the Demon Seed. I also, like, I do wonder if I face it less than most people do. Because, like, it's pretty unfavored, obviously, but I really don't face it that often. You know, it's like 1 in maybe 10 games. I think I think it's just fine.
A little agony goes a long way.
Excuse me. And it's not even that I, like... It's not even that I don't get it at all or anything. Like, I understand not liking to play against the Demon Seed. I've been there. I just... I've got bigger problems these days. Well... Poo. Yay! I just really wanted to get this out this turn, you know what I mean? Ba ba ba. And then I guess they're not gonna play Tamsin and then kill me, right? I can afford to wait on this. So yeah, let me do this and yeah, maybe that. And then hopefully this is too scary to play Tamsin this turn, I guess. I don't know. Really putting the seed on us? Oh no. Although I've had some people misplay and steal their Tamsin with Theatar. It is nice when you can get away with that. Chat. Chat. Am I the best seedsman of all time? They thought just because they got Tamsin out first that they were gonna win. Well, they get out of town. All right. The Scarlet Crusade. Guarzales. I haven't seen Guarzales for a while. Look at them go. The Demon Seed. So we're seeders now? Yeah, we're the seediest ones. I see you. You can really tell that both of these things just said greetings, can't you? I can. Surely they both just said greetings. What else would that mean? Look at that pirate coin. I also haven't updated my coins since this expansion. Owie! Alright, let's top deck. Aw, Drew Patches. You hate to see it. MartianBuu, is that MartianBuu? Yes it is. Yes it is. I got it for like 3 minutes. What happened to the other seed lock? They got double hellfired right after they played Tamsin. And now they have to, you know, go about their day knowing how badly they just got wrecked. Speaking of getting wrecked. There we go. I don't know what the right trades were there. I don't think there was a best way to do that. But I got rid of the two biggest threats. I guess maybe it would have behooved me to put the patches in their res pool. Almost coffee down the wrong pipe. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Chat, you know what I mean, right? Well, I know I'm doing this. Then it's just a matter of this or this. Well... Yay! You know something? I bet you do. Rest in pepperonis. What does it mean? Wow. I wonder if I'm gonna regret this. Probably not, right? Probably not. Are you guys ready for a revolting play? You hate to sack a Flush Giant to the Plague of Flames, but, you know, you do it anyway when it wins you the game, I guess. Ow. Well, I do this. And I do this. Everyone wonders why until I play this. And then we're happy. Recently, there was this big 2,000 player tournament in Las Vegas for Lorcana, and I was checking out the top 8 deck lists, and there was this interesting phenomenon where half of the players in the top 8 were running more cards in their deck than the minimum deck size. Generally, in a card game, you want to have the lowest amount of cards in your deck as possible, because then you have the highest consistency of drawing into your most important cards. There are exceptions. For example, in Hearthstone, we have a really good reason to go above the minimum deck size, where with Reno we get to start with 10 extra health, and that's huge. If Hearthstone was allowed to go higher than 30 cards just because, a good deck wouldn't, because then it's harder to find your most important cards. If I had seen these decks just kind of on a forum, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I would have been like, they're just wanting to run more cards in their deck. But this was the top 8 of a 2,000 player tournament, so it's hard for me to write that off as having an unoptimized deck list. Usually players who do well at these things are going to care about inching out all of the win percentage they can from things like consistency of finding their good cards. So it was really weird to see that for a card game like Lorcana. I looked it up, I tried to find answers and couldn't find anything even addressing the subject on the Googles. And then I asked my Twitter, and I guess not enough people follow me who also play Lorcana because I didn't even get any answers for that. And so I did something that I almost never do, and I posted on Reddit asking why this was happening. And now I will read you what I said. Title: Why More Than 60 Cards? I was looking at the tournament results for the recent Vegas tournament, and several of the decks in the top 8 have 61 or 62 cards. Lorcana doesn't have the draw/tutor volume where I would think that was worth it, but I don't want to just assume players aren't optimizing their decks given how large the tournament was. Is there a reason the extra 1 or 2 cards are worth it in Lorcana? So my goal with that was satisfy my curiosity. This was not a post saying, why is the Lorcana player base so dumb? Don't they know that you're never ever supposed to ever go above 60 cards? That wasn't the attitude of this post, right? Like, I really just wanted to know. I was ignorant. And the answers I was getting were incredibly defensive. Everyone was responding to this post as if I was being accusatory. And as I was responding to people, also not accusatory, everything I was saying was getting crazy downvoted. It's pretty funny. So after that had been up for a day, I actually got a response from someone who was in the top 8, and what they were saying is they had 13 important uninkable cards that they weren't willing to cut, and they had done the math, and in order for them to be able to full mulligan their opening hand without having half of their hand be uninkable, they needed to add 2 inkable cards. I haven't actually done the math myself, but you know, that's a real reason. A lot of what people were saying, I think the most popular response that I got was 2 cards isn't inconsistent enough for me to not want to put Tex in my deck. And that doesn't explain why you didn't cut cards to put Tex in your deck. So anyways, I have to assume that that's the reason why so many people are doing it, is because of inkable versus not inkable ratios. For those of you who haven't played, in Lorcana, your mana pool is called your inkwell, and in order to add a mana or an ink to your inkwell, you have to take a card from your hand and put it there. So you don't just get a new mana every turn, you have to actually take a card from your hand and create that mana. Some cards can be put in the inkwell and some can't. So that's inkable versus uninkable. But anyway, so that was really funny. My quest to just figure out why so many competitive players were playing above minimum deck size was met with a lot of adversity, despite me just being curious.